one. Caesar.
What's up?
It's a pleasure, man.
What's up?
Welcome, guys, to Black Smoke, episode 9. 9, Caesar.
Black Smoke,
Pleasure.
episode 9.
Black Smoke Cigar,
Cigars.
episode 9. Absolutely. So that's the official tagline.
That's right.
We took a week off for Super Bowl.
That's right.
To enjoy it, let it sink in.
That's right.
And
There's something like flowers.
yeah, flowers, man. Beautiful flowers. It's a beautiful day, beautiful spring-like day in February. But Caesar, as we always do, I wanted to kick it to you with the assist to do the start us off with sports.
Man, thank you, man. I'm gonna start with the Super Bowl. Since we didn't have a podcast last week,
Right.
Super Bowl, that was a hell of a game.
Yes, it was.
I think that's the best Super Bowl I've watched
Yes.
in my lifetime, man.
Yes, it was a hell of a game.
We had two teams, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
It's very rare to find two teams evenly matched. Records, same wins, same losses.
Yes.
Pro Bowl players, same number of Pro Bowl players. It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Everything was exact. It's very hard to find that.
Yes. Yes.
Even Vegas was like, oh man, we ain't touching this. It's 50-50, man. You all do you, man. And then it came down the same evenly matched teams.
Right.
A minute, maybe under 2 minutes left.
Right.
It's 35-35. Can you believe that?
It was crazy, man. It was enjoyable.
And at the very end, there was a controversial call
Yeah.
that gave the Chiefs the victory.
It was a pass interference, right?
To be honest, I think it was pass interference. It was pass interference because I saw the jersey getting pulled.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't think they should have called it.
Right.
I'll tell you why. The whole game,
Yes.
on both sides,
Yeah, they were letting them play. Right?
they were letting them play. They were getting held and mugged and everything. They never called it.
Right.
So this is more like a ticky-tack, and for me, I felt like these are two powerhouses.
Yeah.
Don't call it. Let them get the field goal. It's not guaranteed that the Eagles will score.
Right.
If they score, then so be it. They might get a field goal. We go to overtime.
Yep.
But let them play, man. They play it out. So that was the only skirmish on a great game.
Yeah.
Now, another thing about sports. This crypto thing, man. No, we're gonna leave that for another.
Okay.
Another.
We're a little later.
A little later, man.
Yeah. Paul Pierce, man.
So, back to sports, man.
Right.
The slam dunk competition. That little kid, man, that little white boy kid, man.
Well, just got signed from the G League, right?
Yeah.
First time. Yeah.
He got house, man.
Yes, he does.
I saw him. I'm like,
Yeah.
Where did he come from, man?
Yeah. Explosive.
Man, that was a great slam dunk competition compared to last year's first. Remember last year?
I didn't watch last year's.
So let me tell you about last year. Let me say 80% of the contestants, they were missing their dunks, man.
Oh,
they were getting like 5-6 tries each.
So that means they didn't practice before.
It was ridiculous. It was hard to watch, man.
Right.
But this year, these kids, man, one take, boom.
Right.
So I really enjoy that. And then tonight, the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
Guess what? For the first time in mainstream America, at halftime, at Utah.
Yeah.
It's in Utah, right?
Yes.
The All-Star game?
Yes.
The halftime show, among the artists, is Burna Boy.
Oh.
Afrobeats.
Big time.
Afrobeats have done made.
Big time.
They've made the
Big
mainstream.
time. That's big time.
So I don't
Big
know
time.
about the Utah residents.
Big time.
I didn't say. I said Utah residents.
Yes.
I don't know if Utah residents know anything about Afrobeats.
They're gonna learn tonight.
So when you start singing about "If You Wanna Be With Me," they might be like, okay.
They're gonna get with it. They're gonna get with it.
I know.
As they always do.
But I think that's a shout out to Afrobeats from all the way back, the days of High Life. High Life is from Ghana.
Okay.
And then went to Nigeria with Fela Kuti.
That's great, man.
And then
That's great. That's
so, what else in sports? That's pretty much it for now. We get Paul Pierce thing. We're gonna cover that under
scams.
Yeah. Under your topic.
Yeah. No problem.
Because Kevin O'Leary and them.
Oh man.
Them all together in that one.
Yeah. Well, let's give a big shout out to Michael Irvin.
Oh,
Michael Irvin, buddy.
Can you put that on the sports or?
Yes. Because you know he a cowboy. You're a cowboy guy.
So under sports, Michael Irvin was covering Super Bowl.
Yes.
Super Bowl week.
Yes.
That's what happened, right?
Yes.
Super Bowl week, man. And he got into
yanked.
this cancel culture thing.
Yes.
So this employee for the Marriott or the Marriott affiliate where he was staying, she claims that he did something.
Right.
They're not saying what it was. They're saying he did something. And then he goes to sleep, and the next thing you know, security
knocking on the door,
throwing his ass out,
throwing him out, banning him from Marriott's,
and everything, man.
Calling the NFL.
And the NFL suspends him.
Yep.
From Super Bowl week and all that. So he lost endorsements, lost money, and in the meantime, he's asking, what did I do? And they're not saying what she said he did.
Right.
You can't see the video.
Right.
So, brother Mike sued.
Big time.
100 million?
100 million.
And keep it going, man. And I think it's going to win.
I know he's going to win because
tell me what happened.
Here's what she did. Okay, she was a server or bartender in food and beverage.
I know you work for Myers, so you know how it works.
And I worked in food and I worked many different departments, but food and beverage, okay, so she tells her manager. Okay. She'll run and tell her manager of the incident.
That's a protocol.
Yes.
Okay.
And I say she's a drama queen, so she, you know, manager writes. Yes. Yep. Okay. So they call loss prevention. Loss prevention comes, takes a statement.
Okay.
Loss prevention, then they have reports that they do every night. So then they do a report and they contact the manager, the MOD, the manager on duty. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
The manager on duty made the call to execute getting Michael Irvin out of there.
That's the manager
on duty. Yep, MOD, the manager on duty did that. He did that.
Flowers.
Flowers is a beautiful garden.
Yes.
Beautiful time of the year.
Yep.
Beautiful garden. Wow. The MOD manager on duty got banned Michael, or got him thrown out of the Marriott.
The hotel.
Yep. Put in with a blacklist. So it's a blacklist of groups and people. So
what a blacklist mean?
Meaning they can never book a reservation or stay at a Marriott.
Or any Marriott.
No Marriotts. They're bad business. So you have it was a biker. When I was working front desk in Baltimore, it was a Black Bikers Week that a salesperson who left the property, you know, she was trying to close out her books. But they stayed at the hotel. They were on the blacklist because they trashed the hotel. Oh, okay. So they should have been at a motel, not a full service. Yeah. So they're on the blacklist, so they could never book at a Marriott again.
Now, is that for life or just for a couple of?
I don't know. It depends.
Okay.
So the manager on duty put Michael Irvin on there, so he's banned from Marriott's.
Okay.
Then not only that, they reach out to the NFL.
Oh, his employer.
Yes.
Oh,
and then so they are the judge, jury, and basically executing his career.
Yeah.
And it's
his employer suspended.
Yep. Now, lucky for Michael,
with no due process.
No due process.
Wow.
Lucky for Michael Irvin, he had two guys that were earshot of the whole interaction. That he had a cordial, took pictures with them.
Those two witnesses who came out.
And they overheard it, and said it was brief.
I saw them on TMZ.
Yes. Yep. But from two sides of the world. One was from Philly, the other one was from Australia. So two sides of the world. So they don't know each other.
They vindicated.
Vindicated.
They're not even buddies.
Exactly. And they were from the Show Me state, which means that they had pictures. So they said everything in their story matched up.
Pictures.
With them.
And I think the bartender had a video.
Somebody had a video that
Somebody
was
had a video.
Yeah. And he was cordial. So I hope what Michael Irvin's going to do is change policy.
Because the judge just declared.
That they must. TMZ said the judge declared that they must produce, the Marriott that is, must produce the video, they must produce who the person is.
The employee?
Yes.
Okay.
They must produce that. So,
and also the NFL.
yes, who they contacted to the NFL. Yes. So what this is going to do is going to pull the covers off all of that. So what you're going to see now is Marriott settle. They're gonna want to settle this brand embarrassment. Is he suing the NFL?
No, not yet.
Okay.
He's starting with the.
Yep, Marriott. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have a Michael Irvin line of Marriotts come out.
I know, right?
But and I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of that whole staff or they break them up.
That's the only way to fix it.
Yeah. Well, they because staffs. This is how I work in Marriott, man, and this is how. So I got recruited from Marriott in Baltimore, and I was working in Baltimore and DC at the same time.
That's a good Marriott, by the way.
Yeah.
If you guys go to Baltimore, no, actually, you know what? Don't go to Marriott, man. The messing is Michael Irvin.
Until they pay
I'm a Cowboy fan.
Until they pay that man his money.
His money.
But I love Marriott, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is that you can have bad teams. So I was recruited by a team from Houston that traveled together.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
And
they stayed up in Baltimore. They were staying and liked the way I was making it happen. So they said, man, we can use a guy like you at the Marquee.
Your energy and that.
Yes. In Atlanta. So I drove down to Atlanta and applied.
Wow.
But here's the thing. That team wasn't the controlling team that was there. It was an overarching group that I didn't gel with at the Marquee. So I ended up being a mixologist and salesperson at the W downtown. The rest is history. And it all worked out. And but they're going to break that team up because that team is bad.
Yeah.
So
all I'm saying is, if he gets paid,
I hope he gets paid.
It will slow down this cancel culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cancel culture.
It's going to change it with Marriott for sure.
Cancel culture. The people out there who are real victims.
Yes.
But the cancel culture.
Yes.
Drowns the real victims.
Yes, it does.
Because majority of them just abuse that.
Yes, they do.
The policy.
Yes, you do.
Because how can you accuse somebody of something and there's no due process and you get suspended
and kill his whole career?
You lose endorsements.
His career, future earnings.
Because he's a brand. He's a brand.
And mental health.
Yeah.
Man.
And that's why I'm thinking that judge will say,
man,
the 100 million. There's something called. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
Punitive damages.
Oh yes.
It's called pain and suffering.
Yes.
And they're gonna learn.
Yes, they gotta learn.
And I hope they're gonna settle out of court. Don't do it, Michael.
Take him to the take him to the touchdown and score on him.
Yep.
Score on him, man.
Now, if we talk about Michael, let's talk about Paul Pierce then.
Can we do one other thing to show the hypocrisy?
Go ahead.
How about Brett Favre? Have you heard about Brett Favre?
Yes.
Now, I'm making a big deal out of this.
Man, I'm surprised. Thank you for mentioning that because I forgot about it.
Yeah. That's what they want you to do.
The media doesn't talk about it.
Yes.
I forgot about it.
Because he's the golden boy.
But Michael Irvin, everybody.
They were slamming the door on Michael Irvin.
So Michael Irvin, all he did was say hi to an employee.
Yep.
I'm sure she must have asked for an autograph or something.
Yeah, something that made him feel uncomfortable. He ended the interaction. I got to work in the morning.
All right. Brett Favre. No.
Was allegedly
since he swing everybody.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Took money from the state of Mississippi.
From poor folks.
The money was supposed to go to poor folks to help them. Like maybe like subsidized housing.
Yes.
Or maybe like food stamps and stuff like that, right? Put it in his pocket.
Not in his pocket. He funneled it to his daughter's school to build a stadium, build a volleyball
stadium
for
his daughter. But also, you get paid for speaking engagements.
That's right.
He never spoke.
See, break it down, man.
He never spoke.
So now what his lawyer is doing, his lawyer is trying to silence people. He's trying to go after Shannon Sharp. He's trying to go after Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
He time enough for Pat is the right guy, man.
Pat McAfee had a beer mug. He said, "Man, bring it on, man."
Yeah. And what I sent you is this: their lawyer's messing up because now it's going to expose everything.
Yeah, because the last thing you sent me, they're saying how the law is saying, if you sue Pat McAfee or Shannon Sharp,
Yes, yes.
that means Brett Favre has to be deposed.
Yes.
And once you get deposed,
Oh, man.
that means under oath, you have to
Yes.
say exactly how much
Exactly.
you paid and for what, and show proof.
Yep.
So he's really messing up for himself.
Really.
But that's messed up.
Yep.
Now Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce. Oh, so let's do Paul Pierce, Shaquille O'Neal.
Let's switch now.
So yeah, let's do
Tom
Paul
Brady.
Pierce, Shaquille O'Neal, Tom Brady, some other sports
Let's just
folks.
start with Kevin O'Leary.
Oh man.
Let's start from there.
So the Kevin O'Leary to me is worse than Paul Pierce and the rest of them because Kevin O'Leary, he's supposed to be a financial guru.
Yeah.
Financial guru.
Shark Tank.
Yep. Shark Tank, also on CNBC. So he steers
Yes,
investments.
Yep.
He's an angel.
He's an influencer.
Yes.
Yes.
In the financial world, he's an influencer.
Yep.
And at one point, he was saying that cryptocurrencies was junk.
He was anti-crypto.
Similar to not Murdoch, but what is it? The two old guys.
Them brothers.
Not the brothers, but who's that we follow? That you follow? That has the real estate, the investors, the old.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. What's the other guy?
Bill Gates.
No, not Bill Gates. Warren Buffett's buddy. Who they always, well, you know what I'm talking about. Older guy. Well, they hate crypto.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, they hate crypto. Well, basically, he switched from that side of the fence.
I'm Team Buffett, by the way. But
Yes.
Yeah.
So Buffett and the other guy, his buddy, we can't think of his name, but they don't like crypto. So Kevin O'Leary was on that. Then all of a sudden, he switched. He switched and started saying, "Man, that's the next biggest thing. That's the next biggest thing." He didn't disclose that he got paid $15 million or more.
How much?
$15 million or more.
Wait. You said 15 million?
15.
1.5
million to be a paid spokesman.
Is that why he switched?
That's why he switched.
Because
it's on CNBC if you don't. I got it, Russ. No, I got it. It's cool. So, no problem. Yeah, you're right, Russ. That's right. So, with that being said, continuing on, Kevin O'Leary is at a different level.
Yeah. He's an influencer, man.
Yeah, he's an influencer. He's supposed to be knowledgeable. Now,
Paul, the one getting us.
Yeah. Now, if I was Paul Pierce, I'd say I was a dumb jock.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I just know how to shoot threes.
Yeah.
So Paul Pierce just got hemmed up through the SEC because he effectively was doing the same thing. You have to be careful when you're an influencer and people follow your lead and you don't disclose that you've been paid by this company that you're pushing.
I never knew that, by the way.
Yeah.
I never knew that. If you're an influencer and they're pushing a product, you have to, and first of all, if they pay you to push that product, according to the SEC, you have to declare that I was paid $100,000.
Yes.
I don't say it publicly, but maybe some document somewhere.
Right. Or on a commercial, you say I'm a paid endorser.
Paid endorser or something.
As we used to see on commercials on TV.
It says that,
Yep.
So he never did that.
Never did that.
So he got jammed up, and from the article I read, he settled for $1.4 million. So I think he got paid $249 million. No, $249,000.
Wow.
So you get $249,000, and he settled it for 1.2. So he's short $1 million.
Talk about losing bet.
Better than going to prison.
Man, yeah, it is. Amen to that. Amen to that. Real quick. But the same thing is happening with Shaquille O'Neal, Tom Brady, Gazelle. They all wrapped into that.
Is that the Kevin O'Leary thing?
Yeah, they all wrapped into that crap.
Because I remember I've seen commercials.
Yes.
Where Tom Brady and Shaq and promoting whatever Bitcoin, whatever
the
coin.
FTX crap.
The FTX.
Yep. And basically that's still an ongoing thing, but it was not. They were perpetuating people, steering people to invest into something that they lost their money on.
But remember I told you how a few episodes ago I'm kind of leery about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Now you see that's the reason why, because it's not regulated. It's up and down. I have no idea what the laws or regulations are on this crypto thing is. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have no idea.
Right.
So
me either.
You know,
me either. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is because we keep it real here. A friend that I told you, or maybe going into the former friend category, I still say a friend, but at a different level, tried to steer me into some crap. But I never got involved in it because I saw it for what it was. It was a mid-level marketing scheme. Because it was just hype.
All hype.
It was all hype, man. It's not backed by anything. At least when I used to look at, so I like to learn. So you know, oil futures are volatile sometimes. And then when you have speculators who actually invest in or buy oil based on the future, they eventually gonna have to take delivery of it. How can you take delivery of something digital?
Something digital.
Doesn't even
no
exist.
sense.
Nothing.
I can't touch it.
Can't touch.
I can't see it.
I'm just telling you, it's worth $1 billion, but you can't. It's
Can't
not
touch it, I can't see
tangible.
it. Nah, man.
It doesn't heat the room. Can't put it on your back.
You know what they say? If you don't, if it's
Too
that
good
easy,
to be. Everybody be done.
And if something's too good to be true,
It is.
run.
It is.
Run.
Amen. I've learned personal lessons on that this year.
But before I forget, let me take a puff.
Do that, man. Do that.
Because I'm about to get emotional.
Cortez cigars, the best.
By the way,
Cortez hand roll, full body karate, baby. Silver
there.
Springs location. We're at the Silver Spring location. The main location is in New Jersey. Look them up. Cortez.
that's right. The factory is in the Deer.
Yes, fresh,
Santa.
delicious.
Is it Santa?
I don't know. You know better than I. Santiago?
I think it's Santiago.
Okay. Well, we'll come back later if we have to change it up. It's all good. It's all good.
Anyway, this is my emotional take.
Uh-oh.
I want to say never mix business
Amen.
and friendship.
Amen. Amen.
But what I mean by that is, of course, you have to do business with a friend, somebody you trust, because you can't do a business with a stranger. I don't know you, but let me rephrase that. Russ, open the door. Russ, it's okay. We'll edit it.
Yeah. It's good. We got the mics. It's all good.
So, what I'm trying to say is, don't do business with the wrong friends.
Right.
Because a real friend will make you go. Let me start from the beginning.
Please.
What I'm saying is, I always believe that never do business. No, don't mix friendship with business.
Yes.
But let me specify. You have to do business with friends because that's somebody you trust.
Right.
It's somebody you grew up with.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, don't do business with the wrong friend.
Right.
The wrong friends and the right friends.
Yes.
And you grew up with both of them.
Yes.
Because the wrong ones will mess you up. You know?
Right.
But the right friends will
elevate you.
Elevate you, you know? And I know you have the experience from that. I have experience from that too.
Yeah.
So
life experience.
it's tough.
Yeah.
And some of those friends are also, I call them the thank you brothers.
Oh yeah.
I say thank you.
Yeah. AKA freeloading.
The freeloaders.
Yeah.
You know? You get them a job, thank you. You buy them lunch, thank you.
Give me a drink, thank you.
Give me a drink, thank you.
Thank you. Don't reciprocate.
Buy me a cigar, Cortez cigar, nice cigar, you know. And they say thank you. Buy me lunch, thank you.
Again.
Can I get a cutter? Thank you.
Can I get an Uber?
Can I get an Uber?
Yeah.
And some of them, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to go there, but about the voting thing.
Oh man, they don't have ID and vote.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they don't have ID, but they vote.
How you gonna vote with no ID?
I don't know, man.
I've never seen that in my
Me
life.
either. And I used to train election judges. You technically, as an election judge, can't ask a voter for their ID, but to get it to actually register to vote, you need an ID.
And when you register, don't you have to register your residential address?
Amen.
So if
Amen.
if you don't have a residential address,
Amen.
how you gonna have
Amen.
a voter card?
Amen. Because that's the first thing they're gonna ask you your address when you go to make sure you're in the right precinct.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
right precinct. Go ahead.
Because if I move
Yep.
I have to update
Yes.
my record.
Yes, you do.
If I don't update, if I say oops, they tell you go back to,
Your old precinct.
it could be North Carolina.
Yep. That's true.
And I moved to Maryland.
That's true. That's
But
true.
guess what? If I really want to vote that bad,
Yes, you can do a mail-in ballot.
yeah, from North Carolina.
But we don't think that guy does that.
Nah.
Nah. But
Anyway,
so what's next up? What you want to talk?
go to your favorite topic.
Well, okay, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that's a scam. That's a running
Baltimore
scam.
school system.
So recently in the news, not in the mainstream news, but on another note,
It should be mainstream though.
you should have been mentioned. Is a gentleman that's suing the school system because 20 Baltimore City public schools have failed the math standardized test, or failing the math standardized test.
20.
20.
Okay.
And Baltimore isn't the size of New York, so we're talking about a smaller city. With that number of schools,
Is that like a borough?
We don't have boroughs.
You know what I'm saying? The size of a borough.
That's yes.
In New York.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So let's say a city with 400,000, maybe a little bit more in the city.
Give or take. Okay.
Yeah, in the city. Not talking about the surrounding counties,
Okay.
but in the city itself, and you have 20 schools that are failing. What does that mean? That means these kids are not going to be ready for the job market that's changing, that requires math.
Yeah.
They're not going to be ready to be successful members of society. And the Baltimore City public school system is, they have a huge budget, and they have the same problems every year. Mm-hmm. And I shared a video with you, and you just enlightened me to it. I shared a video with you about the school systems and how long the school days are in China.
Man, tell them.
10-hour days that start at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
They have class. You go to school at 6:45. You first
Monday to Friday, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Monday through 6 days a week.
Monday to Saturday.
Yep. They in school so long they have nap breaks.
Mm-hmm.
They have go to school. You eat your breakfast, go to school. They have outdoor exercise breaks. More school, then you have a nap break, more school, then you have a first dinner break, more school, then you have a late dinner.
Is that in one day?
One day,
That's
man.
every day?
Every day.
From what grade to what grade?
Whatever in the high school, what I was looking at, that was high school. That was high school.
Ninth grade.
That was high school, man.
Wow.
That was high school, and it's two major universities.
Okay.
And I saw a video on those kids are studying. We're just saying, man, and you said it's similar in Africa, right?
Let me tell you about Africa.
Please.
Africa, I'm from Kenya, so let me talk about Kenya. In Kenya, first of all, okay, in America, we have 2 semesters.
Right.
So you go to school, then you take a break, summertime, for a couple of months.
Yep. First, so you go in August or September. You have a Christmas break, then you go back in January, then you have a 3-month summer break.
Okay.
Or 2 months, two and a half.
Okay. So in Kenya, there's something called a term. So January, February, March, you go to school. Then April, the whole of April, you take time off.
Okay.
May, June, July, a second term.
Wow.
August, you take a break.
Wow.
September, October, November.
Wow.
December, you take a break. Rinse, repeat.
Yes.
So that way, what happens is 3 months is intense.
Yes.
Then 1 month, you diffuse.
Yes.
But it's not enough time where whatever you learned, you can forget.
Yes.
And you're back on the grind
yes,
again.
back on the grind.
Now, you take when I was in school, that was in the 90s, we took about 10 classes, all mandatory. Yep. It was math, physics, chemistry, biology, all mandatory. And then of course history, geography, and then you have arts. I mean, and then languages. It was crazy. Now, can you imagine doing a math exam for 3 hours? And the math paper is in 2 sections. The first section is short answer questions. The second section is essays. You have to write an essay in math about formulae, counter everything, man.
Yes.
That was how intense
Wow.
that is, you know. So that's why you find when we come to America, it's easier
Right.
for us because over here is multiple choice. I was like, multiple? What the hell is that?
Yeah,
I never
ABC, CAB.
First time I saw multiple choice when I came to America. I'm like, oh, you give me 4 answers?
Yep.
I gotta pick one?
Yep.
I ain't gotta show me.
You show your work?
Yeah. So I think like under the Obama policy was the first time I saw, I think they call it STEM.
Yes, science, technology, engineering,
and
math.
Yeah.
The future.
That's the future. And it gave incentives, I think, where if you do STEM, maybe they forgive you your student loans or stuff like that, you know?
Yep.
And I think for me, the 2.5 month summer break is too long.
Yeah, I agree.
To keep up with the Chinas and the world and everything, you know? It's too long of a break.
Yeah.
And also the school days, like what in America is what?
From
6 hours, 7 hours?
8 a.m., 8 to 2 maybe 3.
Yes, about
2
7.
p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m.
Yeah, about 6, 7 hours.
Yeah, it's not long.
Everybody else is doing 10, you're doing 7. So every day you're losing 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours.
So how will we compete in
America used to be number 1 in the world.
Yeah.
But back in the day, our grandparents, great grandparents, they used to go to school for 10 hours.
I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, you could get away with a high school diploma, or because it was manual labor jobs. It's not gonna be that way.
No.
It's not that way. It's changing now.
Everything's changing.
Everything's changed. They have all automated McDonald's. You know, and it's just like it's a disservice. It's a scam.
Yes.
That's going on in Baltimore right now, and it's not being receiving the publicity. But I saw that, and it was just so troubling to me. Like, when my business it will be successful very shortly. It's successful now, but on a larger stage, I'm gonna directly.
What's your business, man? Tell them your business.
Huck Spirit Sangria, the premium blended. We did a tasting, doing tastings every weekend, but it's the ladies love it. Trust me.
What's that?
It's a premium blended sangria.
Sangria, okay. Oh, sangria.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
The real deal.
My man.
But
what's the website, man?
Hux, H-U-X after the Huxtables, HUXspirits.com. Check it out. We have plenty of deals. But my thing is, I'm gonna mentor youth. So I'm gonna take youth. I'm gonna not be one of these thank you brothers. I'm gonna
give it back.
Exactly. And I'm gonna give it back to kids that want to learn, because I'm running into a lot of young males who are seeking, like, they have hope. They're seeking purpose, and I'm gonna give them purpose and show them the world, you know, so that they can then enrich the community that they come from.
I love that.
But I just think, man, that's what's wrong with Baltimore.
But I tell you about Baltimore. Baltimore is like Southeast or DC or South Side, Chicago, or
Baltimore has a lot of good parts, though.
Yes, but what I was going to say is elections have consequences.
Yes, they do.
Because if you live in a community where you're 95% black and you're complaining about situations
and you don't vote,
you have to vote for people.
Dude.
Forget about the White House.
Yep.
All election is local.
Yes, it is.
Forget about those guys in the Capitol, in Congress. Start right here.
Yep. With your local delegate.
It's the local delegates. Because those are the ones, the judges, you know, the local judges.
That's right.
The DAs.
Right.
Those are the ones who
have a direct
policies
impact
that affect you right now.
Who can funnel resources
that guy in
to
the
you.
White House could be Republican or Democrat, black or white, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They know anything about your community in Baltimore. But the local delegate, you went to school with him.
Yep.
He knows you. You know him.
And we're in a representative democracy, so you're supposed to have people that represent your community.
You got 2 years to fix it. You don't fix it, get out. Next. That's how you start.
And in Baltimore, we have the problem of voting people we know.
Yes.
So they'll keep the same people because they know their name.
Not the policy.
Not the policy.
The name.
The name. No. So then you get these same names that are just stagnant,
so
man.
We gotta change that.
Gotta change it. We will change it, man. I actually was driving Uber. I drive Uber on the side. picked up this delegate. He's from Ireland, and we had a great conversation, man. It was great, man. I mean, that's the one thing I love about DC.
It must be the little cool people.
Cool people, man.
Driving Uber in this DMV area.
Yes, especially in DC. If I go near the Capitol, man, it's just eclectic, wide range of people I met and sent them sangria. Lobbyists. Really cool guy, and we got in a great conversation, 5-minute conversation. A former diplomat, Irish diplomat, great conversation. Just all types of great people, man. But that's just like on the scammer tip. That's what I want to talk. We have to in Baltimore take
diplomats, lobbyists.
Yes,
we got lobbyists who are members of Cortez. Good cigars, by the way.
Yeah, man. This is like headquarters, the Lions and headquarters.
Yeah, we used to call them Cortez babies, and now they're lobbyists.
Wow.
Earl and Keenan. Shout out to Earl and Keenan.
Shout out to you guys, man.
Yeah, represent Cortez.
Represent, man. Represent, man.
Yeah.
Man, but Caesar, I mean, what else you want to talk about?
I think we've covered pretty much everything.
I think this is a great episode, man.
Yeah. Episode 9.
Episode 9, we're going to get this up. Black Smoke Cigar Podcast.
That's right.
Look for it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. The old gambit. I didn't do the Twitter yet, but we're going to do the Twitter.
Support us.
We're going to keep the great content coming. It's going to be relevant, timely.
Yes.
And we're going to keep it going.
And tell them we are rookies in this, and we support any feedback.
Yes.
Positive or negative.
Yep. Engagement.
Positive or negative.
Help us to become better.
Just keep it healthy. Even if it's negative, just keep it healthy, because that's how we grow and we learn. We promise to get better, and soon we'll be doing interviews, right?
Yes.
Pretty soon.
And I'm gonna because Caesar, you the OG here, and you know these backstory to a lot of these folks.
Oh man.
Episode. Oh man. But the bottom line is you can filter these guys in.
Yes.
Yeah, you can filter these guys in because they have to pass your sniff test.
Yes.
If they don't pass that, man, because a lot of these guys I'll meet for the first time.
And you're a nice guy.
And not even just a nice guy, I'm a new guy to these guys. So
they'll put,
so it'll be like a first date. They'll put on their best character. And then after you then by the time they're on here, you see the real one, and then they're not even worth talking to. They don't even have an ID.
That's right. And you vote.
Oh man, don't even vote. Yeah, how they do that?
I don't know, man.
And the mouthiest. But thank you guys. It's been great, and we'll see you next episode.
Episode 9 out.
All right. Thank you, Caesar.
That was a nice.
For 2 minutes, when you did that, it was 5.